same bet size for 9 streets, we would be making 6 units profit if we make it relative to this one. I know that was, oh, okay, forget it. What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AOB here. Okay, this is the last session of a hot potato with Greg, Casino Matchmaker. He had a great session yesterday, brought it up to a little over $1,900. I got to get this thing to the final $100-ish or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with 5 double streets. And I actually meant to cover that, and I did it wrong. Anyway, I'm going to start with 5 double streets, and I'm going to play musical strats. So I was actually going to do Centipede 3, and Greg did Centipede 3 yesterday. I was like, Greg! And he's like, I had to. I'm like, I totally understand. So I will have Centipede 1 and Centipede 4. I'll show you what that's like when it gets here. But basically, musical strats, I start with a high coverage system, and as I win, I go down to lower and lower and lower coverages, and then I rinse and repeat and do it all over again. So I actually meant to go 5 double streets low because I'm going to play follow the winner on this. But I actually played high, leaving the low open. So we lost that first one. So we're going to recover. Now I'm going to throw a little bit of Twister into this. And Twister is basically musical strats, except instead of going from the high coverage and every win, I move down the line and then repeat. I stay at that high coverage for a few extra spins and try to build up this bankroll and then start going down. And we try to stay in the green the entire time. So let's see if we can get that done. All right. So I'm going to stay on it. And that actually is a high. So I'm going to move us up to high. I'm going to start us with just $5 units here. I mean, realistically, we only need $100. So I don't want to be the one on the very final episode. I don't want to be dropping the potato on this. So I want this session to be victorious. Send Greg back his $1,000 or so, or whatever we end up with, over 1,000, and call it a wraps and be happy about it. Okay. So 5 double streets. We're going to switch to low again. If it lands on 1 to 18, I will go low. If it lands on 19 to 36, I'll move it to high, regardless if I won in the last one, right? So I won on the last one, but I'm moving back to low. So we're at $10. I might even get a little aggressive on this here in the initial. I would love to get up to like $30 here and then start running down my musical strats to give me just a little bit of runway. Besides, I haven't done 5 double streets in this challenge, and this is my bread and butter, right? This is my bread and butter. Oh, man. Okay, I forgot. Oh my God. That was not supposed to be. We're supposed to be leaving the ends open. Brent, you are totally screwing up. Okay, let's see here. All right. And while the dealer changes, I got to edit this. I was supposed to leave the ends open. That would have been a win. Nope. Don't want to do that. Oh my gosh. I just screwed it all up. I just screwed my bet all up. I thought I was editing the bet, and instead I was placing the bet. What do I have down here? I have the funkiest bet down here. I got $15 on these. I got these extra $5 up here. This is a hot mess. This is an $85 bet. What the heck? All right. Well, I hope we hit in here. I hope we hit, actually we could hit high up here. If we hit this first dozen, it'd be a banger. Yes, that's a banger hit. Oh, Nelly. Okay, here we go. All right, Mr. Lamb, get your act together. Okay, we are on, I'm solid now. We're at $20. Like I said, I want to get to $30. Once I get to $30, I'm going to start going from this is the 30 number coverage, right? This is basically 5 double streets edited for the French Le Partage table, meaning we get half back on the outside bets. This is low, this is high, 1936. We got 3 units on high, 1 unit on this double street, 1 unit on this double street. That gives us a total of 5 double streets coverage, right? Okay, there we go, 25. I'm gonna go back to low and cover that. And I gotta remember to move this over here. So we're gonna edit this. There we go. Save us. And I'm literally just ping-ponging, leaving the last line bets on each end. I'm leaving those open whenever I switch from low to high. And I'm going to do the same thing when I go 9 streets. I'll start on the first street and go all the way to this street right here, this 9th street out, the 25 street. And that'll be Centipede 1. And if I lose on that, I'll switch to Centipede 4. But I do 2 losses before I switch. Okay, boom. Dude just whacked us. All right, here we go. $75 bet. I'm doing 3x. Takes me 2 hits to recover plus go up 1 profit. I want to get up to, maybe I shouldn't have gone twister on this, because generally when I go twister, I don't go with a base unit bet. Normally I'll go in with a $25 bet or a $50 unit bet. 1 or 2 hits get there. So I'm sort of deviating from how I actually want to play this. And I should probably, if we get this one, I'll probably, well, we'll leave the bet the same. There we go. And we're going to get another one here. And that'll be, yeah, this is a $75 bet. Like Greg was talking about in his last video when he was playing Controlled Chaos, the bet starts getting up to 45. You think you have a lot of runway, right? You go, oh, I got $1,900 or $1,800. This is only 45 bet. But when you're only covering half the table, that can get expensive really quickly in 45, 90, 180, 360. Next thing you know, your runway is getting awfully short. So don't be fooled by the current. Think a little bit ahead. Boom, there we go. All right, we're at $30. And I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down to $10 units because this will be my last one at $40. We'll get $40 and start the run. And the next one will be a 29 number system. So we're going to go 30, 29. I skip 28. I go 27. I actually have 2 strategies, 27. We have David Scouser's strategy. That's a 27. And we'll have our 9 street Centipede 1, Centipede 4. That's another 9. So I kind of throw 2 9s in there. Booyah. Okay, we got that. So let's go down. That was a 30 number system. Now we're going to walk down to Gladiator. This is not the OG version of Gladiator. The OG version of Gladiator, you put 1 unit on Tays right here and 1 unit on the Voisins. And that covers everything except the orphelins in the middle of the racetrack here, the middle of the wheel. However, 023 becomes a banger. It pays 3x. Only thing I've done is I've moved the numbers around. It's the same exact coverage, except I have some covered in here. As you can see, I have a unit in here. I don't prefer. Okay, darn, we were hoping that was a 3. That would have been a banger, but we got it. So that's Gladiator. We got a 20 number and 29. So now we're going to go down to 27. And from there, now I'm going to stay at each level. You can play this a couple different ways. One is if you get a whack here, you go all the way back to the beginning at high coverage. I did that initially because I like that. You guys know I like the high 30 number. I don't go above 30 numbers, but I like that high coverage for recovery. I just feel it's, for me, that's my personal preference. You may not like that. You may go to a different or a lower. I know a lot of people don't like 5 double streets and above. Oh man, what was that? Scouser? Is that Scouser? That was Scouser. All right, this is just a regular Martingale strategy. Basically, on this one, what we have is we have 2 units on the 02, 2 units on the 10th street, the 19th street, and the 28th street. We have 3 units on these 4 corners right here, but you can move these corners up and down as you wish. These corners pay 7 units. The streets pay 4 units. And if you hit the 02 banger, it pays 16 units. Okay. So while a street hit is okay, right? It only pays 4 units. We really, if we're not going to hit the banger, we want to hit these corners because these pay 7 units. But if we're able to hit a corner now, that'll put us into profit and we can roll back down to Centipede. This has been fun. Going back and forth. Yeah, there was a couple nail biting strategies in there. For the most part, I think I had one session where I got pretty deep, but other than that, I think it's gone overall pretty smoothly. Let's see if we can get a win here. No. Oh, David, I don't know why I keep playing this one. This one gives me heartburn. This one really does. I have a love-hate relationship with this one, and it's probably a little more on the hate side. But I do like it. There's something that I like about it. I think it's just the breakup. If I had to choose between this and 9 Streets, regular Centipede, or even 1, 2, 3, I would take 9 Streets regular, because 9 Streets was paying compared to this, right? Because we got 2 units on here. 9 Streets pays just slightly less overall. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to give it one more, and then we're going to go to recovery mode. I always end up yelling at this strategy 9 out of 10 times, so I really should take this one off the table. Now, what we would love here, at this bet of $160, what we would love here is a 0-2 banger. That would absolutely knock this thing out of the ballpark and probably finish the game. 16, that pays 16 units. Yeah, might be able to finish the game if we were to hit a 0. All right, but we don't. And that's one of the things I don't care for on this type of strategies, where we have 27 coverage basically, but these only pay a much smaller amount at 4 units, and these pay 7 versus 9 Streets. If we were to do a comparable 9 Streets with this units, which are really actually $2 units. So let's call them $1 units. If we did the same bet size for 9 Streets, we would be making 6 units profit if we make it relative to this one. I know that was, oh my gosh. Okay, forget it. I'm going all the way back. I'm going to skip that. That was a terrible idea for me to do. Let's see. And it was low. So I'm having to go pretty big here. What are we down? 214? I'm going a $200 bet here. I'm leaving 31 through 34 open. You know what? I just got to delete that strategy right now. I got to delete that strategy right now. No bueno. This is going to get us in some hot water if we lose this one right here. Okay. Phew. Oh man. What did I have wrong here? Oh no, wait, what? Bet it. Okay. I see what we had wrong. Oh, I was stupid. I was looking at the total bet, not at the individual bet. 40, man, I'm going all the way up to 800 here. That's how far down that got us. I meant to do this on the last bet. We would be in the clear pretty much right now. Now I got to extend it for one bet. I'm not paying attention real well. If we lose this one, we're in real hot water. I'm going to have to pivot and figure out what we're going to do. Phew. All right, now we can bring our bets back down. All right, that got a little scary. So we're going to go for $15 units here. That's a $75 bet. This will get us back to even Steven. And we're at 12 minutes. I was hoping that this was going to be a 10-minute session, but I don't think it is. So we'll see. Oh, Scouser messed it all up and almost wrecked the whole thing for me. No more. That strategy is 100% off my table from now on. All right, there we go. We're back even Steven. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can't grab 2 $25 hits. Now this is on the riskier side, right? Because if I lose this and I go to 3X, that's a $375 bet. But I would like to get this and then maybe bring it down to a $10 unit bet, and again get up to about 35 or 40 bucks. If I brought it down to 10, it would get us up to $35. Phew. All right, 26 bucks. That's an odd number. So here we go. We're going to we're at 26. This would get us 36. Let's just leave it at $50. That's fine with me if we go to 36. You know what? And then we'll just do a regular $5 bet, get us back up to 40. If we can grab 2 more spins here, then we'll run back down the line. We'll hit 29 number system in Gladiator. Then we'll go 27 number system on Centipede 1, 3, or excuse me, Centipede 1 and Centipede 4, which are 9 streets. Okay. We can come back down to base bet now. That's a high, so we're going to go high now. We're covering high, and we'll have 1 through 4 and 0 open. After we do 27, we go to 24, which will be 2 dozens. And again, I have the 2 dozens configured. I'll be either doing dozens 1 and 2 or doing dozens 2 and 3. That way I can put 3 units on high and low and 1 unit on the remaining open double street in the second dozen and take advantage of Le Partage and get 50% of our outside bet back, which again, I did that the other day, which is huge when 3/4 of your bet is on the outside. Booyah. There we go. $41. I mean, personally right now, I would just stick with 5 double streets. If everything was on the line and I actually wanted to get across the finish line, I would just go 5 double streets. We can make the 5 double streets, no problem. But I want to show, I actually really, really love musical strats because you're switching your strategies, you're switching your coverage all the way down. And as you get past the first big dogs here, the high coverage systems, I actually lower the bet amount because you got lower coverage. So by the time I get down to the 18 number coverage, I'm going really low coverage. I'm only doing like a $5 bet by that point, right? All right, that hit on 21. So we're going to go Centipede 4. I've got $2 per double or per street here. We're covering 9 streets starting from 34 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because we have 6 streets here, I can put all the 6 units right here, which is $2 each. So we got $12 covering this. If we hit the 0, at least we get $6 back. Now I'm going to play follow the winner after 2 losses. I don't go over after 1. I stay put. On the second loss, I go back. All right, there's Centipede. That's now we're going to go 2 dozen high here. I'm going to play follow the winner. It hit 20 and previous that 28. So I'm covering dozens 2 and 3 on this one. All right, and it's $8 per dozen effectively for a $16 bet, and we'll profit $8 if we are able to hit this. If we don't, I'm playing 3x, tripled them up. If I lose a second time, I will pause. Okay, so I'm going to stay here until if this one hits here, and we'll play a second time, but we don't, we win it. Nice. Now, this is where it's nice because now I'm bringing my bets down. I'm getting to lower coverage now here. The last 2, this is actually the quick version of Mickey Mouse 1, right? It's covering these 20 numbers. I don't go through the Mickey Mouse progressions. I just stay here. But now I'm back down to a $5 bet. If we win this one, right, we win 80%. So we win $4. It's a $4 hit if we hit anywhere on these 20 numbers. So that's a good payout ratio. And then, of course, we're going to end it on an outside 1-to-1 bet. Boom, we hit that. And our outside 1-to-1 bet, I am going to start, of course, let's see if we can grab it on black. And on Prague tables, though, I usually will bet red. But we got to go black, right? We got to go black. So let's see if we can grab a hit here. And again, what I do when I play the outside bets, I go 2 losses before I switch. If I lose twice here, I am going to look down at the history and see which one won twice, and I'll go opposite of that one. If there's none, then we sit out and we wait. All right, I am just playing straight up Martingale. I'm not doing super Martingale here. I'm looking just to profit $5. So on regular Martingale, outside 1-to-1 bets, no matter how many times you lose, as soon as you win, you will go up, you will recover and go up 1 base unit, which in this case is $5. Okay. And apologies, I got my side of the schedule all kind of wonky. That's why I had to release a video yesterday or whatnot. There it is. There's our black. So now I'm going to run all the way back up here to 5 double streets, and we're going to follow the winner on that. We're already at $70, so that was a nice little run through. Overall, outside of Scouser, which is now banned, the rest of this has gone actually very, very smoothly. So we're at $70. Like I said, if I really, really felt like I just wanted to knock this out, I would just stay on 5 double streets. Personally, that's me. All right, there's a win. We're going to go back down, but I like Gladiator because it covers a 0. We have not hit a 0 here. So if we hit a 0, this is a banger on 0. The way you calculate your wins on Gladiator when you're playing this is it's the same payout as 5 double streets, but you're only covering 29 numbers. So with 5 double streets, to figure out your unit size and therefore your payout, you divide your total bet by 5 because you're covering 5 double streets or 5 line bets. So in this case, it would be $6 bet per double street. It is, if we hit, we win 3 units, which would be $18. Okay. Boom. There we go. That's an $18 win. If we hit the 0, 2, or 3, that's 3x that. All right. What did we just hit? 15. So we're going to go Centipede 1. This will pay 6, right? Because we get 3 units paid out here. So on Gladiator, just divide it by 5. That'll tell you what the payout is on the entire table, except 0, 2, and 3. Whatever that payout is, multiply that by another 3. That's the banger. On any 9 streets, whatever your unit size is per street, multiply that by 3. That's your profit above what you get back. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. We're rolling here. All right. That was a 22. So we're going 2 dozen high again. And again, this is $8 per dozen, right? We've got $4 on each double street. So 2 double streets per dozen. That's $8. So 8 and 8 effectively. So this, I know this French table looks it definitely looks funky. And if you have not been playing on it, it takes a little bit getting used to. And I have misplaced bets plenty of time thinking, oh, this is the dozen. This is the first dozen. And I stick a bet on first dozen and it's not, it's high. Okay, we lose on that one. So we're going to go low. Actually, I'm going to stay here and we are going to triple the bet. And I'm sort of going to play this James's style. One of our members we called it sit and spin. And basically you're playing follow the loser on this one now. So I am going to switch that. We're going to play follow loser. But if you lose the first time, you 3x your bet. If you lose a second time, you sit out until it clears that dozen. Then you go back in at base bet. Now, the way he does it is he stays on base bet as long as he's winning. Okay. We don't have to worry about that because now we have recovered. What happened here? Oh, no, we hit the low. I thought we were covering low. So now we need to sit out. So I want you to see this. So on this version, if you lose twice, because it hit that dozen twice, we wait till it clears that dozen. As soon as it clears that dozen, we are going to switch. Okay. Now in this case, if you're going to play it true, if it lands on the second dozen, you're supposed to play the first and the third to play this true, but I'm not going to. I will just switch sides depending on where it lands in here. If it lands on low, I'll stay on low. If it lands on high, we'll switch to high. Okay, so good. That's third dozen. So we're going low and we're going in at the base bet. Okay, the base bet. Now, the way James crafted his is after that 2 losses, you wait till it clears that dozen, you go in base bet. The way he did it is you keep betting base bet as long as you're winning. And then as soon as you lose, you're going to figure out the difference between your session high and where you're at now. And you're going to bet that plus, if you want, add a unit on top of that, right? I don't play that way. I go to base bet on this first spin. If we win this, which we do, now we are going to go in for everything. So now I'm going in and what are we at? 31 and a high of 87. So about 50. So we're going to go 8. That's 16, 32. I'm going to stay here. I'm supposed to go up even higher than that. I'm going to stay there at a $64 bet here. So this would get us $32. That would take us up to $63. If you want to play this true, I would have gone up more so that we would have recovered past 87. But I kind of want to just stay low here and get it back. Okay, 63. So we got at about a $20 bet to go. So we're going to go... we're going to rebet, and let's see, that's 16. That'd be 79. I'll be okay with that. I'll be okay with that bet. We're going to go back in with a $64 bet. This would get us back up to session. Honestly, if I were to recommend you guys playing this, we're at $63. And if your target is $100, bring this thing down. There's really no reason to keep this thing higher. Luckily, it worked out for us on this case. See, my math is totally wonky. All right, we finished on 2 dozens. So I'm going to go, we're only $5 away. I am going to finish this progression through. This would get us $99. We'd have $1 left. I can literally, if we can get this, we can literally go $1 on black and Martingale, and I will stay on black and we will Martingale it. And when we do win, that'll give us exactly 100. So I'm hoping we can win on this very first one and get to 99 bucks right off the bat. Crossing fingers. Yes. Okay, that's a win. We're at $99. This allows me to finish up all on black. Not technically all on black, but you know what I mean. I'm going to stay on black, and we're just going to martingale it till we win. And he's had 3 blacks in a row, so let's hope. Let's hope we can finish this off here. We're actually, I don't even need that. I just realized I'm looking down at the balance, and we're at $2,002 basically, plus our bet. We're at $2,003. We're finished. We're finished. But I'm going to go ahead and finish all on black here. But we're finished. We reached it. So congratulations. We did it. Yes. What a run. We got into some trouble. We had to do some big bets. Deep breath. And I was super happy to finish all on black there with a whopping $1 bet. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun. I appreciate being included in this, Greg. I look forward to seeing more of your stuff. Head over to Casino Matchmaker's video or his channel. Look at all the videos in this series. Look at all his other videos. He's got other stuff than just roulette, baccarat, dice, all sorts of stuff on there. So go check out, I think maybe even craps. So go check out his channel. This concludes it. We're finished. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comments if things that you could see that I can prove on, that maybe, however, this could be even more enjoyable if you can think of a way. Anyway, again, thank you. Be good humans. Us against the casinos always. And this concludes Hot Potato. Congratulations, Greg. We just made each another 500 bucks. All right. Cheers.